Well, just keep plugging those sequels to movies that have a long success rate when it comes to their franchises.
What is this, like the 5th, 6th Jurassic Park now?
About 900th, something like that.
Something like
They'll
that.
probably still be making them when we get into our 90s or so.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that.
All right, well, what are we looking at weather-wise? Yeah.
So we are looking at some clouds, but what I really want to get into is we had that cooler weather, but we are still in fire danger, as that is something to watch out for. That's because grass and brush has been drying out for weeks, and as temperature rise and things start to dry out even more later this week, it won't take much time for that fire to start to spread. But what I really want to get into are those wind speeds. Now, this is important because those wind speeds can also help those fires spread out into other regions as well. So that could be very dangerous. We are looking at double-digit wind speeds Monday. Looking at the same for Tuesday as well, a little bit less than what we were seeing on Monday, but it's still there. Same with Thursday and Wednesday, and then we are going to be seeing those winds not so much die down throughout the rest of the week. Now, we are looking at the clouds this morning. Around 12 p.m., those clouds are going to start coming more inland, and especially around 3-2, but the bulk of those clouds are going to be happening overnight, but we are going to be seeing them spilling into our valleys around 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. As you can see, it just hit Hollister, Pacheco Pass, Gilroy, and really coming up into the northern region of the coast. Now we are seeing those clouds really spill into King City, Arroyo Seco, and the 101 freeway. Now we are going to look at those temperatures right now. We are seeing 50s across the board, and then those temperatures are going to be ramping up into the 60s later today. Now we are seeing 66 over in Santa Cruz, 71 Felton, 75 Ben Lomond, and 80 in Boulder Creek, and then those temperatures will be going down into the 50s. Now over here we are looking at Salinas, 64-degree temps, 60s all around the coast, 83 in Morgan Hill, 78 in Gilroy, so looking a little bit warmer in those regions. Now as we get over to the Monterey Peninsula, 60s all across the boards, then dropping down into the 50s, and we are seeing a lot of those clouds mainly hitting the Monterey Peninsula, then we'll be spilling into our valleys later on. In the Salinas Valley, we are checking out those temperatures in the 70s and 80s, 82 over in King City, 77 in Greenfield, and over on the coast we are seeing 70 in Gonzales and 64 over in Big Sur. Now as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, we are seeing breezy and windy conditions all around. Temperatures in the 60s with a high of 65 on Wednesday, then dropping down into the 50s overnight. Now in the inland areas, we are looking at windy conditions as well, and I do want to point out that is a catalyst for those fires to spread, so that is something to watch out for. We have a high of 87 on Thursday, and then temperatures will be dropping down into the 50s overnight.